In some classes, it is important to understand, to go back to classwork, to understand how different teachers have organized their material. And in some cases, as in this class, the teacher used weeks to organize how the material would appear. So week 1, week 2, and that was their organizational style. But not all teachers use this format. So I do want to show you a few other options that may be a little more familiar to some of you. So another way that teachers can use to organize their assignments and tasks and communications is using the subject as the topic. So in this case, you can see there's social studies, science, language, French, and arts. So in this case, all of these subjects are together in one Google Classroom. The advantage here is it's very much mimics the elementary homeroom where the students stay together, they have the same subjects together, and therefore they can see the same subjects together. In this case, though, the social studies, you may have a list of different items that appear here. All the units and assignments could appear here. So it can get rather lengthy in some of the subjects. You may have more than one teacher using one classroom. So that's important to recognize as well. But this is just another way that teachers can then organize how you see the material and the assignments that are given to the different students. And so you will need to make sure that you understand how each teacher uses different options. For example, some teachers may use material as a way to post general information and put it up here in the subject, but others may use material as a weekly thing that they expect you to review. Material does not have a due date, so that'll be something that you need to recognize and understand that it's a task that has to be done even though there isn't a due date. So getting used to how your teachers have organized and what kind of assignments they create is important. There are 2 more I want to show you of how a class could be organized with topics. So the next one is, for example, if you have just one subject, like you have a math teacher and they are just teaching one class and they create one Google class. In that case, they could use topics in terms of the units that are in their math class. So for example, data management and probability, patterning and algebra, geometry and measurement, etc. So in this case, the material that goes with each unit would be posted. So this is just another way that you may see how teachers organize their material. And just get used to that format of how they would submit things to you and what that would look like and under what topic. The last one I want to show is where there is options where a teacher may assign things without any topics at all. So you may see something like this where it is just a list of different things that appear. So it is important to recognize this. Now, this is the teacher view that I'm looking at right now, not the student view. However, they're very similar in terms of the fact that there is no sorting, no organization here. So it just lists everything. But there is a bit of an organization in terms of all the questions will be together. All of the assignments will list together. So just a different way that you may view things, and you'll have to get used to that, because when you do see it in this way, it's a little less organized, a little less clear as to which subject it may pertain to or unit it may pertain to. So you just have to get used to how a teacher has organized and their Google Class, and whether they've used topics or not, and how they have used it, as well as how they use their questions or material or assignments. So that we just wanted to point that out to you as a parent of a student. You may want to recognize, or it's important to recognize how things have been organized.